Well, one thing is, we tell people at home, hey, China's great. Come to China, visit China. People are wonderful. You don't need to be afraid. Many Americans are afraid if they go to China, they're afraid for their personal safety. And we explain to them, no, you don't have to be afraid. It's fine.
中美交流基金会与中国国际经济交流中心11月15号起一连2天在港举行2024香港中美论坛。中美两国大使与全球专家齐聚一堂，畅谈中美关系、香港角色和未来发展。香港中通社记者抓住机会，在现场与多位嘉宾聊了聊。
I don't want to judge him before he even takes office again. But based on what he said during the presidential campaign, in terms of his policies toward China, in terms of his policies toward immigration, in terms of his policies toward women's reproductive rights, I think it's a negative for the U.S.-China relationship and a negative for domestic social stability in the United States. Those are not positive developments, and he has made a commitment to keep his promises, and that's different than the way he was in the first administration where he changed his mind all the time.
I think China will figure out ways to keep its economy growing. Unfortunately, there's going to be roadblocks put in the way. A 60% tariff from the United States, I think, is going to have a negative impact on China's economy. Having said that, the Chinese are making great efforts to build up consumer confidence, to build up consumer demand, internal demand. They're becoming more independent of America, so they'll be stronger at the end of the day. As China rises, the quality of life for millions of people has also risen, and that's something we should all celebrate. So China's rise, a lot of people are afraid of China's rise, are afraid that China will use its power in a way that will threaten America's security or make our economy go down or hurt us in some way culturally. I don't believe it. I don't believe China is motivated to become the superpower of the world. I don't believe China's gain means our demise. I think the rising tide lifts all boats. So I'm excited that if China rises, that means we're rising. So we both, hopefully we can both help each other rise.
I think Trump's a businessman, and he understands that Hong Kong is a very important financial center, not just in Southeast Asia, but the world. And as a businessman, he'd like America to prosper. I feel like feels American companies and banks and financial institutions who do business in Hong Kong, that's going to help not just Hong Kong, but help America. So I think he wants a strong Hong Kong. I guess I'm pretty optimistic about Hong Kong.
Well, look, I talked to a lot of companies here in the chambers, and I think the business environment seems, good in many ways for companies that are doing business regionally. Obviously, Hong Kong's domestic economy is going through challenges, but I think that at the end of the day, what is most important for companies here is that they have a transparent, fair judicial process. They're safe. They're not concerned about data security, and I think these are the important ones to keep in mind for companies. So I think that we should still be optimistic in the long run that you go through economic adjustments, and with the right policies, it's possible to restore confidence and sentiment.